What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So my last video I did unbox and review this new vintage collection 4-pack of 4 different clone troopers, one being 501st and the other being Ahsoka trooper. And basically the highlight about these figures is the all new mold. And in the video I wasn't sure if the body and legs were new mold, but they actually are. The legs are a brand new mold, which after looking at my other clone figures I have, I did realize that it is a new mold. But the helmets are really what makes these figures stand out so much and so much better. I looked on the online discourse about these figures, and it has pretty much been across the board that these are the definitive Phase 2 3.75-inch clone action figures. Which is crazy because it took them about 20 years to get it perfect, but they really are perfect. I mean, just the way that the helmet sits on the figure and just everything about it is gorgeous. These figures are incredible. But that does bring up the talking point about how Hasbro has been nailing it recently with figures, making the quote-unquote definitive versions of characters or, you know, troopers or, you know, just anything like that. Because the vintage collection does get a lot of hate because they do not make as much as they do compared to the Black Series and everything. For instance, in the Black Series, we saw the whole wave of Bad Batch members, and in the vintage collection, we only have Hunter. So the Black Series just gets a lot more love than the vintage collection, but the vintage collection is so cool. I mean, I've already made a lot of videos about why I prefer 3.75-inch figures over 6-inch figures, but I still think that it's so sick what they're doing with the line in the last couple months. For instance, well, you know, I was talking about Jango in my last video. This Jango Fett figure they just released about a month ago is the best Jango Fett figure to ever be made. Again, in the 3.75-inch scale. It's beautiful. Everything about it is perfect. And yeah, so he's really good. And then they also recently released Count Dooku, which is again the perfect Count Dooku figure in this scale. Just incredible. So that being said, it does bring up the question of, are they gonna do this to every figure? Because they literally have nailed the formula down to where they can make any character perfect, basically. And it does make me really want an updated Revenge of the Sith Anakin in 3.75-inch scale, because it would be perfect. Like what they could do with it now, you know, we've already seen it with these two guys in the clones. They could really do something special with him. And you know, Anakin's my favorite character. That look specifically is my favorite look of his. And so if they were to redo it, that would actually just be a dream come true. I did try to do my own little, like this is currently my definitive 3.75-inch Anakin figure, but I would love just to have a new vintage collection version of him that utilizes this new way that they make faces. I don't know how they do that. I don't know if it's like the FX scan or TrueFX or whatever it is, but I mean they get it down pat, which is really, really cool. And then again with Jango, it's perfect. You know, whenever these clone figures, whenever their images were shown on Hasbro a few months back, I remember seeing the images and being like, those look cartoonish, they look bad, like they just did not look good in the photos, and they still don't look good in the photos. But in person, they are nothing like that. They are just genuinely gorgeous figures. And yeah, so, you know, I know Hasbro gets a lot of hate for not showing as much love to the vintage collection, but what they're doing in the vintage collection is crazy right now. They're not messing around. They're finally making new molds for stuff that need new molds and everything. And yeah, so I'm happy with the direction that they're going. Could we always use more figures in the line? Yes, but I just really, really want them to make a Revenge of the Sith Anakin figure updated. That'd be so sick. But anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.